Hip-hop is a cultural movement originally incorporating breakdancing, music, graffiti writing, DJing and MCing, but hip-hop has changed over the last few years. Hip-hop genre has changed and developed into a much more mainstream genre, and a large part of the charts now features hip-hop and R&B tracks.
What's up, San Antonio? What's up, San Antonio? Jump on it! Jump on it! Jump on it!
The hip-hop genre first formed in the famous Bronx of New York. This area of New York originally became famous for the hip-hop genre and the stereotypical items of the genre, such as gangs, crimes and unlawful behaviour. The genre of hip-hop originally formed around the 1970s thanks to groundwork set by Jamaican-born DJ Clive Campbell, also known as DJ Kool Herc. As you can hear, even though the hip-hop genre wasn't hugely popular in the 70s, DJ Kool Herc's groundbreaking Let Me Clear My Throat was a huge success and brought hip-hop to the masses. The song still remains iconic to this day and massively famous.
I bet you never knew, but now you know I'm the undisputed king of this disco, and I never let the mic not tell me.
The technique that was adapted by Kool Herc along with Grandmaster Flash was known as breakbeat DJing. This features the breaks of funk songs isolated and repeated. They then MC'd over the track, and this was the base on which hip-hop was built. The late 70s and early 80s saw the rise of new hip-hop artists such as Run DMC, the Sugar Hill Gang and Public Enemy. The huge track Rapper's Delight by the Sugar Hill Gang was released in 1979 and became the first ever hip-hop track to crack the top 40 chart in the US. In 1976, Run DMC took the wheel of the hip-hop vehicle with his smash track It's Tricky.
The late 80s and early 90s were known as the golden age of hip-hop, as many artists catapulted hip-hop onto a global stage and hip-hop tracks began to break the chart. MC Hammer attained huge mainstream success with his album Please Hammer Don't Hurt Them, going multi-platinum, and the first single Can't Touch Us made it into the top 10 in the Billboard Top 100 chart. Also in 1986, the industry witnessed the first large collaboration between two artists from different genres. Run DMC collaborated with Aerosmith and created one of the most well-known collaborations of all time, Walk This Way. Dr. Dre then stepped onto the scene, releasing his album The Chronic in 1992 and establishing the West Coast gangster rap, which branched out into the G-Funk style of hip-hop that dominated the genre in the 90s. The Wu-Tang Clan brought the East Coast back into mainstream and paved the way for this artists such as Notorious B.I.G. and Jay-Z to step onto the stage. This was known as the East Coast Renaissance. From 2000 onwards, hip-hop and R&B have become much more commercialized, and now large amount of hip-hop and R&B tracks appear in the charts regularly. Jason Derulo currently tops the chart with In My Head, and 4 of the tracks in the top 10 in the UK are currently R&B and hip-hop. Hip-hop and R&B is growing more and more as it's becoming much more accessible. More hip-hop artists are emerging, and money being generated by the music genre continues to rise up in massive amounts. This shows that hip-hop has evolved into the current pop genre.